All right, so I am super excited for the first video on my series, How I Produced It, where I show you the inside and out of all music videos, commercials, promos, or any project that I produced. So today, oh wait, and I'm Maya Table, your virtual mentor, producer, director, editor, sister, someone's future wife, someone's future mother. Before we get started hopping into how I produced Migos' Slippery video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for your girl. Go! So what had happened was the director of this music video, Daps, contacted me to produce Migos' Slippery. Previous to doing Slippery, I produced the Dead's music video, What's the Price? I also produced the video for Too Hotty for the Migos and Daps. So for Slippery, when he reached out to me, I was super excited because the location was Miami. He sent me the treatment, and the treatment is basically his idea of what he visualizes when he hears the song Slippery. He gives me the budget and the treatment, and I can say, all right, so for the amount of money that we have and what's in this treatment, this is how I can tell us by every cent of that budget what we need to spend the money on. So I asked the director, you know, what type of camera do you want to use? Since I've worked with him long enough, I know what type of camera and gear he likes to use, but you still want to ask. And then you also want to ask what DP, or director of photography, also the cinematographer, you want to ask who do you want to use. He at the time was using Darren Miller a lot, so I already knew to call Darren for that job. So for this one, Darren Miller was actually booked. And I think also Daps just wanted to try some new energy, so we end up using cinematographer Anthony Kimata, who is amazing. The next thing you want to do is hire your assistant director. Assistant directors make everyone's job better. They do. Also, shout out to Ham, the amazing assistant director who makes everyone's job so much easier. Whether you're the producer, director, the client, they handle the logistics of the shoot and just make everything run so much smoother. Producers always make sure that you have great assistant directors that you can pull from and add to your team, add to the director's team. So after I read the treatment, I was able to see all the elements that he needed. We needed a big, beautiful home. We needed beautiful models. We needed a beautiful wardrobe for the Migos, just everything beautiful, you know what I'm saying? Daps did a great job of putting those images within the treatment so I can understand exactly what he wanted. And I always say for directors, you can never be too specific in your treatments because if you say, hey Maya, I want you to produce this video and I want it to be all blue. Well, your blue and my blue might be different. You know, I might think you mean like a dark, deep blue, even if you didn't say deep blue, but you may be thinking more of a baby blue. So it's really important to show photos as a reference and just be as specific as possible so that your whole team can be on the same page. Because you got to think about it. In a short period of time, you need 30 people to be on one accord to execute your vision. So never feel like you're being too specific. I am excited to watch this video because I haven't seen it in a few years since we filmed it and it came out. So I'm excited. Shout out to E-Mills for casting the most beautiful women, and they were so professional. We filmed this in the most beautiful house. The Migos also had a party that day to celebrate their album coming out. So after the video shoot, a party occurred, which was really cool because we were able to get some cool B-roll shots like that one. I love this house and this song. And this was actually a 2-day shoot. This pool scene right here, we actually shot that the next day. The crew was a skeleton crew. A skeleton crew is when the crew size is really small. It's usually less than 7 people. The grip, gaffer, DP, myself, and an AD. During the second day was when we were able to get the performance shots because the first day, there was so much going on with the party and just making sure that we got all the best shots that we could with the models that were hired, that we just needed one more day to get those pickup shots and performance shots. This video was Steadicam, which is typical for many music videos. I love that shot, and I love this shot too. It's a fine line between sexy and raunchy, and I love that this video just plays really hard on the sexy and sex appeal. Hey. Sometimes models submit pictures when they were younger, and when they show up to set, they look about 10 years older. So any talent, if you are submitting pictures to casting directors, please use current photos because when you show up to set and then we have to ask you to go home, it's just really an awkward thing because usually it's me, the producer, that has to ask you to go home. And I'll be nice about it, but you know, you just want to just save yourself some embarrassment. Okay. Gucci was amazing. Professional as always, shows up early, which was amazing because artists don't be showing up early. And his scene probably took maybe 15 minutes to shoot because he was ready. I think he was, I feel like he was waiting on us to get ready. So one thing as a producer you want to always consider is what's going to happen in front of the camera, especially when you're going through your budget, because sometimes we get so focused on things that are not going to be on screen. And so it's, you're not saying that you don't want to pay your crew. You want to make sure that everybody is paid, but you also want to make sure that you spend money and you save money for the areas that count, which are in front of camera. Like the wardrobe stylist, you know, do they have what they need to make sure the artists look popping? Color correction, you know, a lot of times new directors don't think about color correction. That's usually what takes your video up in production value and makes it look like money. Did you catch Diddy right there? If you blink, you would miss him. And if you want to take things up another level, invest in beauty. Beauty is not makeup. Beauty is also a part of post-production. You know how photo retouching is? It's like retouching for video. Reminiscing. Producers, you should have you a nightcap of wine. You should have you some tea. You should, what else should be in your producer's kit? You should have some meditation music to start off your day, some prayer, just everything that you need, because producing can be really stressful. So you have to make sure that you have the things that you need to find joy, and what that joy was that made you even want to be a producer. Whatever that thing is for you that makes you think clearly under pressure, lean into that. You know what I'm saying? You also have a link for you. If you have any other questions about this music video, drop them in the comment section below. I'll be sure to answer them. Be sure to subscribe. Peace. Okay. So today we are doing Migos Slippery. Yes. Like that. And as we do like this, as I play the video, we're gonna look there.